Okay, everybody, now we're going to take a quick look at how you can use the Lasso tool to make a selection inside your Photoshop project. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come into the toolbar and come down to the third item, which is my lasso. If I click and hold, I'll see I have three options for my lasso: the regular lasso, the polygonal, and the magnetic lassos. Let's start with the regular lasso tool. Now to use that, I'm going to go into this document right here, and I'm just going to imagine that what I want to do is select my face out from this document, take it off the background, and I'm not going to be too fussy about how much I actually get, or if I'm very precise, because I'm going to say that I can go ahead and clean it up later. So to use the regular lasso tool, I just click and hold on any point in the file or on the image, and roll my pointer around the area that I want to select. Now you can see here that again I am not being particularly precise. I'll go above my eyebrows, I'll come back around my glasses, down the side of my face. When I get close to the start point, I can just let go, or I can press enter or return on the keyboard, and I'll see my marching ants, and now I'll have a selection. And I can move this selection independently, pull that right out of there. I could add my face onto another background or whatever it was that I wanted to do. Okay, so that's the regular lasso tool. Now, the polygonal lasso tool is very good for selecting regularly shaped objects made up of lots of straight lines. So I'm going to click and hold my lasso. I'm going to choose the polygonal lasso. And now you'll see if I click near the corner of my red rectangle, I'm going to zoom in to make it a little bit easier to see. If I click with my lasso near the corner of my red rectangle, I'm drawing a nice straight line behind the pointer. Come down to the next corner and click there. Come down to the next corner, click there. Come across to this corner, click here, and finally close the polygon up here at the top by pressing the return or the enter key. Now I have my red rectangle separated from my background. I don't have to just do shapes that are four-sided. I could make any kind of polygon I want. Alright, so as many sides as I want to select I can do. So the polygonal lasso, like I said, is very good for selecting regularly shaped objects made up of lots of straight lines. Now sometimes you have an object that you want to select that isn't made up of straight lines, and that is very difficult to draw freehand if you want to be very precise. And in those cases, the magnetic lasso is actually a very good choice. So once again, click and hold on my lasso. I'm going to choose the magnetic lasso tool, and now you can see how this works. The magnetic lasso finds the edges between colors. It looks for areas of sharp contrast and sticks to those edges. So if I put my pointer, and you might actually see that it looks like a little magnet right now, on the edge between the blue and the white, click, and just start rolling the pointer around the edge of the circle, you can see how the line very closely follows that sharp edge. Oh, I made a little mistake. So all I'm going to do there is press delete to pick that anchor point up. I can do one more for good measure, and I can start again, rolling along that spot. Okay? So there I go. I can draw right along the edge between the blue and the white. It's going to do a very nice job of finding it. For simplicity's sake, I'm just going to run it right up through the middle and press return to close the loop. And you can see now I have a very nice selection made that includes the sharp edge of the blue circle. So the magnetic lasso is a good choice for something like that. And just by the way, the magnetic lasso will work very well here too, to pick the face out of the background. So that can be a really good tool to use if what you're trying to select has a sharp contrast with its surroundings.